I attended a conference many years ago, and it was in a hall that is probably larger than this hall. I don't know whether it's larger, maybe it's not longer, but it has 3 levels. There are 3 galleries in the place. Somewhere in the meeting, things were happening. The man of God was saying something else, but the hand of the Lord came upon me, and like Ezekiel, I was carried in the spirit of the Lord. Then I was brought in a place in the visions of the spirit, and I began to see like it was a military cantonment. I feel the glory of God descending on me. Oh, Jesus Christ. What is happening here? Listen, you can be seated, but I can assure you something is happening in the spirit. You can be seated. Just make sure you are listening with your ears and your heart. Are you following me? In the visions of the spirit, I was caught up. The service was still on, but it looks as if I left, and I was brought to a plane in the spirit, and I saw something that looked, you must have heard me say, like a military cantonment. I'm not sure I've been into a military facility before in my life, but when I entered there, you know how you are in a vision and you know something, though you have not seen it before. Are you with me? It was like in a trance. The service was going on. I was still conscious, but I was not also conscious. I was caught up in the spirit. Then what I saw in that place was men being trained. You see, Amen, I've not seen that kind of training before. The rigor of the training is too hard. But I saw men passing through the training. After a while, some people were giving up. It looked as if as I stood, the angel of the visions. Have you read Ezekiel before? There was an angel of visions that accompanies him. Are you with me? Sometimes, when the angel appears, who will I use for an example now? Is this a wig or plaited hair? Plaited hair. The angel will take him. Sorry. Should I use it for example? The angel will take the prophet on the locks of the hair, like this. Are you following me? Then draw you into the visions. And I found out that there are visions you will not have without locks. Because that lock is a contact point where you'll be heard, and they will throw you in. They will pull you. Don't worry, be seated. Be seated. Are you following me? The angel was standing beside me and looks as if he was giving me a narrative. And we asked him question. I asked him, what does this thing mean? Who are these guys that are being trained here? He told me this is the Lord's army for the end times. They are the ones here. Listen to me. Let me tell you something. You can actually do things out of good intention. Are you following me? But you are not the same with the man that is doing the same thing out of vision. Are you following me? Good intention and vision are not the same. NBC. You can have good intention for your family, but the day you have a vision for your family, they are two different things. Because vision comes with license, authority, and empowerment. But good intention, you can be good intention and then you go, they struck you, you go down. But the one that came by the empowerment of a vision cannot go down. Something is backing him. So after me, Lord, show me visions. You can be seated. Be seated. Hey, ma, don't sit anything. Be seated. Be seated. I thought that was the end of the vision. The angel took me further, and we left the compound and entered something that looked like an indoor space. How many of you remember when we went for Enugu Apostolic Invasion? You remember it? Bro, you will see what will happen. We were praying this year. God called us and said, Revival Hub, I'm expecting you to train people that will change the political texture of Nigeria. Those men are hearing me. Rise by these weapons and be empowered. If the word of the Lord in my mouth is true, let the path be created in the spirit and in the natural. Listen to me. Some of you think this building you are building, you will end up on the pulpit. Not necessarily. Not as if you will not preach once or twice. You can be seated. You can be seated. Be seated. Be seated. I need the Aragon at government houses. When you enter there, you choose your commissioners, and people will be thinking it's commissioners. It's your intercessors you chose. From nation to nation, not just Nigeria, nations of Africa, nations of the world, a breed strong in intercession, strong in priesthood, cultured from the heaven to enforce their rising. Darkness have not seen such like before. They are coming, they are coming. You are among them, you are coming, you are among them. The heavens are touching you. They are imparting to your heart the visions of God that will become your encouragement. Your ministry in the spirit. Forge me. When I stepped into the vision, I thought it ended there. Suddenly the man that was with me touched me and said, come further. So I followed him, and when I entered, I saw something that looked like an indoor sports hall, just like we saw at Enugu. But maybe I can say that it can be like this hall. When I entered there, are you hearing me? You can don't worry, be seated, 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 so that the people at the back can see. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? I saw another set of men being trained. That's when I understood there is a last days army God is raising, but they are into two batches. And many times when people say the army, the one they actually see is those ones outside. Even them, their training is so hard that an average person cannot make it. What it costs you to enlist in that army, people will look at you and probably say it will cost you. However, some people made it, but some that were inside that army outside, they were giving up. All these things is happening, and I was still inside the service. The service was going on. Whether they were singing, I am not aware. Whether they were taking offering, I was not aware. I was in the vision. I didn't know how long it lasted. When the man brought me inside, I saw another group of people being trained. If the training of the people outside was hard, the training of the ones inside were many times tougher than the one of those outside. Are you following me? Are you with me? I asked the Lord, who are these men that are being trained inside? That they will die. Oh, how can they be trained like this? This is inhuman. This is not good. And the Lord told me, leave them. They are my special squad. They are my special squad. When it comes to land, they take it. It comes to air, they take it. Any area you bring, they are competent. I said, Lord, what? He said, no, this is my special squad. Puts me in the number. No wonder your training is rigid. No wonder it is tough. No wonder it's unyielding, unbending. No wonder the rigors are eating you up daily.